Hello dear students. In this video, I am going to discuss the summary of the chapter The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroyan. So let's start. The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse is a story of two boys who belong to a Armenian community. So let's begin the summary. One morning, 9-year-old Aram was woken up by his cousin Murad knocking on the window. Aram was stunned to see Murad sitting on a beautiful white horse. Murad asked Aram to join him for a ride on the horse. Aram was stunned. Riding a horse was his deepest desire, but no one in their family could afford one. Aram and Murad were members of the Garoflanian family who lived in such extreme poverty that nobody could figure out how they earned enough to survive. The tribe was reputed for its honesty, dating back to 11 centuries. Despite knowing this, Aram was so fascinated with the idea of riding the horse that he ignored the possibility that Murad had most probably stolen it. Aram reasoned that stealing a horse for a ride was not the same as stealing a horse and selling it for money. Aram then jumped out of the window and sat on the horse behind Murad. As they rode, Murad started singing loudly. Aram recalled that Murad was considered to have a crazy streak in him, like the boy's uncle Khosrow, who was famous for his temper and impatience. Khosrow would always respond to everything with, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." It was the dialogue of Uncle Khosrow because he was also crazy like Murad. The boys let the house run free and long, and Aram felt as though he was back in their homeland. Soon Murad told Aram to get off the horse as he wanted to ride the horse alone. Aram did so, but only after Murad agreed to let him ride the horse alone too. Murad urged the horse into a run. The horse reared up, snorted, and in a furious burst of speed galloped away with Murad across a field and a ditch. Then Aram rode the horse alone. But instead of running across the field, the horse ran into a vineyard and leaped over 7 vines, causing Aram to fall off. The horse then galloped away. Both cousins searched for the horse, and Murad managed to find it and bring it back after half an hour. But then it was morning, so the boys hid the horse in a barn in a deserted vineyard. Aram realized that Murad had been riding the horse for quite some time. He asked Murad how long he had been riding, but Murad refused to answer honestly so that in case they were caught, Aram would not have to lie. That afternoon, two visitors arrived at Aram's house, Uncle Khosrow and a little later a farmer named John Byro. Byro was upset that his beautiful white horse, which had been stolen last month, was still missing. It dawned on Aram that the horse they had been riding belonged to Byro. He ran over to Murad's place, informed Murad that Byro wanted his horse back. He asked Murad not to return horse until he had learned to ride. Murad said that they would keep it for 6 months. For 2 weeks after that, both boys rode it every morning, and Aram was always thrown off the horse. However, one morning the two boys ran into John Byro. Byro studied the horse closely and remarked how the horse was identical to his stolen horse. He hinted that he believed more in the Garoflian's honesty than his own eyes. Early the next morning, the two boys quietly returned the horse to John Byro's barn. Byro arrived at Aram's house that afternoon with the horse, announcing that his horse was back. To his amazement, it was healthier and better tempered than before. That was for the summary of the chapter. Thanks for watching. Thank you.